Okay everybody, welcome. I'm sorry I haven't done a live video in a while, but I've been busy with life and work and other various things, but I recently picked up this dedicated Gauntlet Legends machine, and this is the newest addition to my arcade machine collection. I got this for an unbelievably good deal. I won't say what the deal is, or a lot of you will just be super jealous, so I'm not going to say how much I spent for it or what the deal was, but based on that you should assume that it was quite a good deal. So anyway, this machine was home use only. So it's basically, it was almost mint condition when I got it, but it did need some repairs. The first thing was I went ahead and just got the entire cabinet cleaned up because there were some scuff marks and some scrapes, and I'll show off the sides and everything in a minute. But I cleaned up the front and the coin door and everything and the sides of the front. I got all the purple front cleaned up. You can see it's basically immaculate. The control panel artwork also was in great shape. I did have to touch up some areas, but it is again almost near mint condition. So the whole cabinet was is just in unbelievably good shape. It was great that when I started out, when I got it, it was in great shape, and I actually was able to do a little bit of touch up and clean up and make it look that much better. The control panel had a bunch of soda that was spilled underneath it, and I don't know how that happened, but you guys know that that's common. So I was able to successfully remove the lexan. A lot of times the soda will actually eat into the artwork, and when you pull up the lexan, the artwork will get removed with the lexan. So fortunately I was able to slowly take this lexan off and preserve all the artwork. So everything came out perfect. New buttons, new microswitches, original 49-way optical joysticks, took those apart, disassembled them, cleaned them, put them back together. So the control panel is nice and minty fresh. Now the Marquee took a little bit of work because it had a giant sticker here, the animated violence, then it had a giant sticker up here from whoever had it before me, and there was a sticker here from the person who sold it to this person and all that stuff. So I was able to take all that off and clean off the adhesive with some alcohol and cleaned up the Marquee, and it's looking nice and minty fresh also. So the last thing that remains is the monitor. The monitor was the original Neotech 27E is the model and the brand, and it needed a cap kit and it needed a flyback because the longer that it was on, the more out of focus it got. Plus the original hard drive was bad, so I removed the hard drive. I was getting an input-output failure message, so I had to remove the hard drive and I put a compact flash drive in it. That's working great and fantastic. The monitor has been, like I say, I put a new flyback on it and capped it and adjusted it, and it's looking unbelievably great as well. So that is basically all I had to really do to the machine: clean up the Marquee, rebuild the monitor, redo the control panel, and give the cabinet a good cleaning. Otherwise, that's about it. It was I didn't have to change any of the T-molding out. It's all in good shape, and the sides are just as immaculate as the rest of the cabinet. There's a few dings and scratches right here. There's some damage, and it's kind of folded up a bit underneath this screw. Same thing on the other side, and I'll show you in a minute. But that's about it. I mean, there's no big gouges or scrapes or cuts. It's just in unbelievably great shape. And when I saw this posted online, I had to get it. There was no way I could let this fall into anybody else's hands who who knows what to it. So I actually don't even have any room in the house for it. I'm just going to have to keep it here in the garage until I can figure out what to do. Maybe sell a different machine that doesn't get played a lot or whatever. But it's going to be in the garage here until I can figure out what just to do with it. So, and that's fine. In the meantime, it can stay out here. It's not a big deal. But you can see this side is in just as great a shape as the rest of the machine. I really lucked out with this deal that I was able to snag it before somebody else did. And the only problem with this side is right here where the artwork kind of bubbles underneath the screw. And that's from people over torquing it when they fold. This whole thing folds down to move it around, and it folds back up, and these screws retain it when it's down and retain it when it's up. Someone over torqued these, and that's how that happens. But that is the only somewhat or so-called damage on this entire side. It's just unbelievable. So that's about it. There's not really much else to say. I got it all cleaned up, and and it's looking great, and it's ready to play as soon as I find some room in the house for it. So let's see if I can.
Enter initials to build a character.
No, that's all right.
Select a character. Welcome, Green Archer. Welcome. Welcome, yellow wizard. Select a journey. The Mountain Kingdom. You are now entering the Valley of Fire. Find the exit. Destroy generators to stop enemies.
So there you go, guys. Turn this off here. Thanks for watching, and any further updates on any other machines or projects, I'll let you know.